Welcome back to another episode of Up the Score Show. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. In today's episode, we're going to be previewing the NFC South, the AFC North. We're going to be giving our award predictions for the 2024 NFL season, and football starting, y'all boys. We got our first week one pick 'ems. I'm excited for this one. Maybe one of my favorite segment personally. Make sure if you want to bet on any games for the season, or if you want to bet on any award predictions, use BetUS and use the code Up the Score Show. Let's get this started with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's shocked. We got Kenny Pickett, Najee Harris, Deontay Johnson, George Pickens, Allen Robinson, Pat Freiermuth, Dan Moore, Isaac, Mason Cole, James Daniels, and that right tackle. I don't know how to say his name.
Chukwuma Okorafor.
Yeah, him. I also like Broderick Jones, Darnell Washington, Jalen Warren is nice.
Yeah, bro. So I like that you brought up Broderick, because remember you were saying how you wanted us to draft O-line.
Yeah.
I think us drafting O-line was really good because Broderick's not going to play right away, and I think that it gave extra motivation to Dan Moore. Like, Dan Moore won that job, so Dan Moore is like clearly stepping up apparently. So I feel like that pick helped our current tackle get even better, and eventually those two are probably going to be starting tackles for us. So Chukwuma Okorafor is probably going to be the odd man out eventually, I think. When Broderick's ready, I feel like Dan's going to go wherever Broderick doesn't.
Yeah, and I like the Broderick thing for y'all because that's a swing tackle for now. Like you said, like injuries on the offensive line happen a lot. These guys be like 300 pounds, 6'6", banging every play. And having a swing tackle for your young quarterback makes sure that he doesn't have situations where like he's seeing ghosts. Darnell Washington was also a good pick.
Yeah, it was a great pick.
Y'all did have like one of the best drafts. I forgot.
Yeah, we probably had
top 3.
I think we had the best draft. I mean, it was a crazy draft, bro. Because if you think about Nick Herbig, he was like the best pass rusher in the preseason, and he just came out of like, and we got him at a steal spot as well. We got Broderick first round, then Joey Porter in the second 32nd pick. Then you get Darnell. He fell because of some like knee thing or whatever, and he's basically an O lineman who can run and catch. And then Nick Herbig, bro. Like I was watching you know how like people do like film breakdowns and stuff. I was watching the film breakdown of him. They're like, this guy has a pass rushing bag that's so deep, like you didn't even see this out of Alex Highsmith when he's coming in. Like obviously he's not as big as those guys, so he's like a little bit smaller.
Wait,
and
Nate
TJ
Herbig?
Yeah,
You talking
Nick
about pass
Nick
rush
Herbig.
or pass protect?
His brother. We drafted his brother.
Okay.
Nick Herbig. Yeah, they said his bag is so deep, and he was like, I was looking at the film. He's like, yeah, bro, he's got everything. He's got like a swim move, a spin move. I don't know about a bull rush. He's kind of little, but he had like almost 3.5 sacks. I think he had a forced fumble in the preseason. So
and then he gonna be next to like on defense. He's gonna have TJ Watt garnering all that attention and Cameron Haywood. So he gonna get one-on-ones if he's like really good.
Yeah, and then also the swing, it's not even a swing tackle. It's a interchangeable O lineman. He can play all 5 O line positions. We drafted in the 7th round.
Oh no, Nate. Oh,
not Nate. What's his name? Where is he? Spencer Anderson. Spencer Anderson. Nah, we didn't cut him. Every single one of our draft picks made the team. Spencer Anderson can play all 5 positions on the O line, and then also the other 7th round pick we had, Corey Trice Jr. He was trying to start before he got an injury, so it was a season-ending injury. I think this might be I think we hit on every pick.
All right, I think y'all gonna hit on half of y'all picks. Like that's just how the draft goes. But the process,
we'll see.
Y'all hit on every single one process-wise. Like y'all did the right pick every time. A lot of teams don't do that.
I mean, they're all of the players are playing really great. So
Yeah. And y'all also got Isaac from the Eagles. He was a Pro Bowl level guard last year. Got a Pro Bowl level guard, drafted tackle in the first round. And Kenny Pickett, he was the best player in the preseason almost. Might have
yeah,
been.
yeah. I mean, our interior O line is really solid now. It's like better than solid. I think our tackles are solid. So we're looking to take a big jump O line wise. Got Allen Robinson for nothing, and Kenny Pickett was the best player in the preseason. So hey, I think our offense is going to be better than anyone thought that was going to be, even including myself. I didn't think it was going to be this good. Like
the offensive coordinator is going to hold y'all back, but with this improvement on the offensive line, Najee Harris, you have to do not like Najee's been good, but this is the year that he has to break out.
You know what the crazy thing about that is Jaylen Warren is like the perfect backup to have as him because he's like a littler back. So when Najee needs a spell, he's going to be that explosive backup to come in. Like last year, I think he averaged almost 5 yards a carry, around 5 yards a carry. So you saw him in the preseason, he got like a 70-yard touchdown. So I would love it if Najee broke out and was as dominant as he could be. But hey, if he doesn't, we still got Jaylen Warren.
Yeah, but when I say breakout, I just mean have his best individual season, because the reason I was hesitant on the Steelers drafting Najee Harris was because of how bad the offensive line is. But now the offensive line has improved. He's going to have better run blocking. Like, even with James Conner, I used to find it very impressive that he was a decent running back with the offensive line.
I think our offensive line was still good when we had James Conner in that good season, because then it got worse, and then he fell off a cliff, and then he left.
Yeah. We ain't talk about the receivers. I love George Pickens. Him and Kenny Pickett have a real genuine connection. I think George Pickens is gonna be the first time y'all pay one of y'all second round receivers for real. Cause you know the Steelers usually they get wide receivers in the second round, and it's like what the NFL kind of doing with the running back positions, y'all do that with second round wide receivers almost.
Yeah, because we draft them so well.
Yeah.
I think the last time we really paid a receiver was Antonio Brown, and he was like a 6th round pick. Yeah, you know, you got to be, in order to be paid in Pittsburgh as a receiver like that, like long-term 5-year deal type of thing, you have to really be like that.
I think
be like this. You can't just be like top 32. You got to be like top 10.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I think George Pickens is, because that man is special. And then y'all even got a decent backup rotations with the quarterbacks. Mason Rudolph always been there. Trubisky's a fine backup.
Yo, why are you laughing about Mason Rudolph? I was laughing too, but why are you laughing?
Cause bro, it just brings nostalgia back when Myles Garrett fucking hit him with the helmet.
Yeah.
That's all I remember him for. That's all I literally remember him for.
I'm glad that no one got seriously injured from that, and that we can laugh about it now. That's what I'm happy about.
Let's go on to with the Steelers. Or y'all are a Mike Tomlin defensive mob team. Y'all got Larry Ogunjobi, Cameron Hayward, TJ Watt, maybe one of the best defensive players in the league. Cole Holcomb. You got Quan Alexander from the Saints. He used to be a 49er. Alex Highsmith, who I really like. Marcus Golden, who's not bad edge depth. And then Levi Wallace, Patrick Peterson, DeMonte Casey, Keanu Neal, Minkah Fitzpatrick, maybe a top safety in the league. Joey Porter, one of the better picks. And y'all recently got Desmond King, who I think is a fine slot. Y'all also got y'all don't have nah, he been went to the Bengals. I'm thinking about Mike Hilton. He been on the Bengals.
Yeah. So just a few things that stand out here. Like we talked about Nick Herbig already. I think TJ Watt, I think he handled this offseason differently. So he may come on a little slower this year than normal. But I think it's going to pay off, because I think he's going to be healthy all year this year. Unless, you know, barring some
different
accident. He was there's been reports that he's been more like he's been still very diligent about his training, but as far as when they're like in what is it called? Like when they're live reps, he's been a little bit more what's the word, man? It's just a little bit more cautious or a little bit less like
he's not taking it 100%.
Yeah, like he's not giving his 100% on every snap, not because he doesn't want to, but because he's trying to. Yeah, he's trying to preserve his body, bro. He's not trying to be injured. His brother was always injured. It was either like his brother was a defensive player of the year or he's injured, and I don't think TJ Watt wants that. So
I think TJ Watt is similar. He's either like the best defensive player in football because his ability to pass rush and pass coverage, or he's hurt.
Yeah. I mean, I might be wrong. He might come on really fast. He might have found the secret sauce of how he needs to do his offseason. And if so, bro, he's gonna I don't know. I think that when he is healthy, he is the best defensive player in football. You saw it the season before last. And then Patrick Peterson, I feel like even at his old age, is like a clear upgrade over Cam Sutton. Even though I love Sutton, I think he's a clear upgrade. I mean, it's Patrick Peterson, bro. I was thinking about this last night. It's Patrick Peterson. I feel like people are like, "Oh, he's old." Okay, well, he's not better than Patrick Peterson of like 6 years ago, but he's Patrick Peterson. So,
yeah, he's old, but he's not retired. This season he's gonna play for y'all, and he's gonna do a damn good job.
Yeah, he's gonna be great. And then a couple more things is Marcus Golden being the backup edge for Alex and TJ is huge because that gives Nick time to put on weight. So he's got to get bigger. And then I feel like when Marcus is done here, Nick will be able to come through and be our swing edge for a long time.
Yeah, and I also like Larry Ogunjobi. He's a nice pass rusher at the interior pass rusher. Cole Holcomb, like whenever I know like a linebacker's name, that means that when I watch them, they a good tackler. Cole Holcomb.
You like Cole Holcomb?
He used to be on the Commanders, I believe.
Yeah, you like Cole Holcomb?
I think he's a good tackler, bro. Like I think he's just like he's nothing special, but
yeah, our linebackers are going to be good, bro. I think
Quan Alexander too.
I like Landon Roberts was flying around in the preseason. I was like, whoa, way faster than I thought. Quan, same thing. Cole, just like probably our best all-around middle linebacker. And I don't feel like our middle linebackers are going to be like special. They're not going to be like, oh my gosh, they're going to win us games, but they're not going to lose us games either. And I feel like a lot of times they lost us games.
Exactly. Yeah. I think this is like how most teams should attack the linebacker position. Don't spend too much money on it. Like the Eagles, they don't spend too much money on linebackers. They get pressure. Like you spend it on the D line, quarterback and stuff. But if you could get an elite linebacker, of course you do it. But don't stress yourself out about getting an elite linebacker.
Yeah, I mean, I think best thing would be is like if you just get lucky, you hit on a pick, elite linebacker, and then you have to tough decision of being like, oh, do we let him go? Or
you don't let him go if you got like a Fred Warner. You don't let him go if you draft him.
Well, I mean, the Bears let Roquan go.
Yeah, but it's because they got a whole new regime. They're rebuilding. They're on like a whole new page. That's why.
And also, Roquan wanted to leave.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true, but it's like you don't let a guy go unless, even if they want to leave. Like JT would have been on another team if it was just all about what they wanted,
Yeah. But another thing is, I feel like a linebacker is like the last piece you should get on the defense. Like that may be what y'all should get next year because everything else, y'all don't got too many holes. And then you just get an elite linebacker who could be a field general and tell all these elite players like TJ Watt, Cameron Haywood, Minkah Fitzpatrick what to do. But at the same time, Minkah Fitzpatrick kind of does that already, right?
Yeah, Minkah wears a green dot. Yeah, he calls the plays. Yep.
Yeah, so it's like you got Minkah to do what a linebacker would kind of do. So it's like, I don't know.
It's traditionally been our middle linebacker. So I don't know. It might be Cole this year, to be honest, because we haven't. But Minkah was doing it last season. I would prefer it if it was our middle linebacker because at that point, Minka can just kind of focus on lurking.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
because TJ Watt explained what it's like to be calling out defensive plays, he was like, dude, I'm never doing that again. I was so like, I just need to focus on what I'm trying to do and not trying to call plays because I got rattled and I had a terrible game when I wore the green dot. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the. We talking about he played terrible. Let's move on to someone who may be a terrible person. We got the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson.
It's a crazy segue,
Nick
bro.
Chubb. No, it's not. He deserves it, so it's not too crazy.
I know he deserves
it. we got Deshaun Watson, Nick Chubb, Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Njoku, Jedrick Wills, Joel Bitonio, Ethan Pochik, Wyatt Teller, Jack Conklin, and a couple draft picks I like with DTR. You remember me saying I like DTR more than Will Levis. Huh?
Everyone loves him now, bro. Yeah,
I was telling you, bro. When I was watching him, I'm like, he's better than Will Levis, and I was almost scared to say that take because people were projecting Will Levis number one. I was like, bro, I'm scared to like say I like DTR more. Y'all got Cedric. Man. I can't say y'all, but they got Cedric Tillman, who's also a nice draft pick. Marquise Goodwin, who's gonna play the role of Anthony Schwartz. I like Dewan Jones. Also, Luke Weipler. He's a nice center in the draft.
Better. Marquise Goodwin's better than Anthony Schwartz. Anthony Schwartz, nah.
Yeah,
gotta go play DB, my guy.
I don't know what to do with Anthony Schwartz, but Harrison Bryant, I remember liking him. I see he's listed at tight end 3. Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I think Dewan Jones is gonna end up taking Jedrick Wills' job, maybe even this year.
I mean, yeah, Dewan Jones is that was a nice prospect, but like, here's my thing with the Browns, and this makes it really hard because you look at this roster on paper, you're like, oh my gosh, where are the holes? There's no holes, right? But it's like something about the Browns every single season, and this is not just me as a Steelers fan talking. I mean, bro, they have had a great roster on paper for a long time since before Baker, and somehow every year they find a way to finish 4th in the AFC North, rarely make it in the playoffs. I don't understand. It's like they have a curse. Like the Browns are weird, until they start. They would have to make the playoffs not only this year, but like the next year and then the next year after that for me to be like, okay, they're consistently doing well, bro. Like these guys, something about the Browns is just like, what's their deal, man? Like what?
I mean, a bunch of the times though, they never had a quarterback, I believe. The thing is, this time their process, I like it. They got Jim Schwartz as a defensive coordinator. He used to be in the 49ers tree, and
in the Lions.
He's a defensive line. He helps out with the defensive line, which they upgraded a ton when we get onto their defense. Kevin Stefanski, I feel like he's a bit overrated, but he's a good coach, And Deshaun Watson, I thought in his last healthy season, he was the 3rd best quarterback in the league. I'm not even asking him to be the 3rd best quarterback. If Deshaun Watson is middle of the pack, because he was on the same level as Zach Wilson last year. If he's middle of the pack, this team is scary.
Okay. Well, he might be, bro. He might be, because
another thing is, if he's not middle of the pack, I like DTR.
Nah, they're not doing that. They gave Deshaun Watson too much fucking money.
They can't do that. They would have to have, because now he had a season to kind of get back. Now he's had a full off season. He would have to be horrible this year.
Yeah.
And then they would try DTR next year. They would not. Deshaun's going to get at least this year.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
But he would have to get injured.
Exactly. If like health reasons, even if he gets hurt, I like DTR. I said that if DTR is in like a Kevin Stefanski, Kyle Shanahan offense, that was literally my example. He would be a fine quarterback, like a Brock Purdy year 1. But you don't even have to go to him because you have a might be superstar quarterback. We don't know yet. I can't just say that because how bad he was last year, but they got him, the best running back in the league. Amari Cooper, Elijah Moore, Donovan Peoples-Jones, who's a great vertical threat. David Njoku was really good, and this is the top 3 offensive line in the league. And they also got depth on the offensive line. James Hudson is depth, Luke Weipler is depth, and DeJuan Jones is depth. They have 2 swing tackles and a swing interior. Like they are health proof, talented. Only thing that matters is luck. And like you said,
I hate looking at the Browns, bro, because on paper, they should be winning this division at least sometimes. I don't know about this year, but at least some years they should be winning this division, bro. And they just, bro.
Yeah, let's move on.
Bro, they got David Njoku. Jordan Akins is actually pretty good. Harrison Bryant. Yeah, bro, like their whole line is nice. And they got a backup rookie tackle that's fire. They got a speed receiver to stretch out the defense. They got nice Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, bro. Chubb.
Even Cedric Tillman. They got depth at the wide receiver position.
Chubb is really nice, bro.
Yeah. And Chubb, he mentioned that he's willing to run more out of gun, so like they could pass more. So you have, and he also averages like the most yards per carry. So you're not even gonna ask Deshaun to do too much. If Deshaun can't perform in this situation, he was gonna perform nowhere at that point. Let's move on to this very improved defense. And this defensive line is the most improved group in the NFL this offseason. They got Myles Garrett. They signed Dalvin Tomlinson. They signed Zadarius Smith, who are 2 very good players. They also got Shelby Harris, who's another very good player. Jordan Elliott. Maurice Hurst is an okay depth piece. But last year, they were 22nd in pressures with Myles Garrett doing what he did. And now they got Zadarius Smith, who finished top 10 in DPOY last year. And 3 guys in the interior that are big bodies that you like. Dalvin Tomlinson, sometimes you're gonna have to double him. Last year, Myles Garrett was getting triple teamed. I've never seen that. They put the left guard, left tackle, and running back or tight end to chip him every play. You're not gonna be able to put 3 people on him anymore because you got Zadarius Smith, Dalvin Tomlinson, Shelby Harris.
Hey, we better see it then, because I've been hearing people trying to say Myles Garrett's better than TJ Watt. I want to see it.
Myles Garrett is the best edge rusher in the league, in my opinion.
Well, let's see it.
I already seen it the past couple years. Like, he's been the best edge rusher in the league, in my opinion. It's health and talent.
Not the past couple years, bro.
Last
year maybe.
Yeah. Last year for sure. But bro, I don't see anyone else get triple team. I didn't even see Aaron Donald. Well, never mind. I'm lying. Aaron Donald is the only other person I seen get triple team.
Trying to think if I've seen TJ. I've seen TJ get double teamed a lot.
Thing is, though, you can't really, like, triple team wise, you can't. An offense can't triple team TJ Watt because how much he drops back in pass coverage. Because if you plan on triple teaming him and he just drops back in pass coverage, that's 3 O-linemen who their assignment is like messed up. You know what I mean? Or 3 people that their assignment is messed up. I don't think you can triple TJ Watt. It's like Nikola Jokic. You can't double team him because if you do, he's gonna pass. Like TJ Watt, you can't triple him because if he passed back in coverage, you just messed up your whole blocking scheme.
Hey man, that's another wrinkle. See?
Yeah, exactly.
Because Myles doesn't have the hands like TJ, bro. He can't get out there in coverage and start lurking people.
Yeah, but TJ also doesn't have the consistency as a pass rusher as Myles Garrett because he just isn't asked to do so. Like they're 2 different types.
He isn't asked to do so.
Yeah.
We'll see, bro. We'll see. I hope they're both healthy this season, the whole season. That would be great. I'd like to see that.
Both of them are S-tier pass rushers. My S-tier pass rushers is Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, Michael Parsons. Those guys, in my opinion, are the 4.
Who's the first one?
Myles Garrett, Nick Bosa, TJ Watt, Michael Parsons. Like those guys, they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I might, even though I think TJ's like the second most talented, I might put him fourth just because of health. But like any year he could finish one. Like those guys are all on the same level.
Man, he's had 1 year where he's had a big injury. All right,
Yeah,
we'll
I
see.
know.
We'll see this season, bro. Let's
Yeah,
get back
yeah,
to the Browns, bro.
Yeah, we got JOK, Anthony Walker, Denzel Ward, Grant Delpit, Juan Thornhill, Greg Newsome, Martin Emerson, who I like. Who else? Yeah, that's about it. This is going to be a top half defense in the league also, with one of the better offenses in the league. Where do y'all think the Browns finish in the division?
Fourth.
What about you, Nick?
I'll always pick them fourth till they show me otherwise.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna either go third or fourth.
I think
I don't know. Like, I'm kind of on the ropes about this division, low key.
Me too.
It's just whoever decides to prove themselves. I think the Bengals are a lock for the playoffs, but anybody else is anybody's game.
Yeah, I could see that. Because I could see a world where the Browns finish first in the division. I could see a world where they finish last. It's like, I don't know what's going to go with them. Let's go on to another team. This is a team that I don't see a world where they finish last in the division. The Baltimore Ravens. They got Lamar Jackson, J.K. Dobbins, Rashad Bateman, Odell Beckham, Zay Flowers, Mark Andrews, Pat Richard, Ronnie Stanley, John Simpson, Tyler Linderbaum, Kevin Zeiler, Morgan Moses, Daniel Falele, Ben Cleveland, Andrew Borez. Bro, their whole, even their backups are good. Oh man, Isaiah Likely,
Yeah,
Devin Duvernay, Nelson Aguilar. What y'all think about that offense?
It should be a top 5 offense in the league, in my opinion. Because now you give Lamar all the weapons that he needs to succeed, and I mean,
yeah, that's correct. I agree. They should be top 5. If they're not top 5,
it's a bad year. They disappointment.
Yeah. They got to be top 5. Zay Flowers has had a ton of offseason hype. Odell is nice, bro. Like, that's Odell. Rashad Bateman's nice. And they got backups too. Nelson Aguilar and Devin Duvernay being backups. That's tough. They need to be top 5 or they're selling. And also, Lamar said he's going for 6K passing yards, so if he can get anywhere close to that, yeah, they're gonna be a problem.
Where they improved maybe the most, in my opinion, is offensive coordinator. They got Todd Monken, who he was the Georgia offensive coordinator for college. And
Georgia?
Yeah. I believe so. Yeah, Stetson Bennett. Yeah.
Okay.
This offense isn't going to be based on the sidelines. Lamar's game is passing in the middle of the field, which Odell is great at running digs and slants. You got Mark Andrews, who's like a drag threat. You got Zay Flowers, who's a slot threat. And then Rashad Bateman. And then you got the perimeter guys. I do see Lamar having his best passing season because they're going to be attacking the middle of the field. And Lamar's going to be using his legs to run on the sideline. And when you attack the middle of the field, it's a lot of yak. And they got yak receivers. They got Mark Andrews, who's great with yak. Odell Beckham, who's great with yak. Zay Flowers, who's great with yak. It's like the 49ers offense where they throw in the middle a lot and ask Debo, Kittle, Ayuk to break tackles. And yeah, but Lamar's just way better than Jimmy G.
And Brock Purdy. And Trey Lance.
Yeah. Like he's level. He's level. And then they're also, why are they?
Yo, that's quick sidebar. Lamar on the Niners. Yo, that would be so lit. Oh,
bro, Lamar on the Eagles would be amazing. Like,
I'd rather see him on the Niners.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he definitely fits the Niners offense a lot better than
for sure. I don't know why the Niners hate quarterbacks. Like I don't get it, but this ain't Niners old pod. Their offensive line is also good. Morgan Moses, one of the better pass protectors. Like he is a rock solid offensive lineman, and when they got him, like when he got hurt and released, they like redshirted him, and I was like, yo, that's smart as hell because that's how they let Orlando Brown go because they redshirted Moses and he played great.
I mean, yeah, I wasn't really ever big on Orlando Brown. I like Ronnie Stanley a lot. Makes sense what they did there. Plus, they're trying to pay Roquan and stuff like that, which goes back to our other conversation of paying linebackers. I thought that was a crazy contract, bro.
Thing is, though, like I agree, and the fact that like, all right, they paid Lamar now, but at that moment, I was like, yo, y'all paid Roquan Smith, who y'all got at the trade deadline with the ease, but Lamar Jackson, you stressing him out? That's crazy. Like y'all ain't hesitate to pay that linebacker, but your quarterback, you over there stressing about paying him? That's crazy.
Weird.
Yeah, but it was just negotiating tactics. Even their running back depth is good though. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards, Justice Hill. These guys just need to stay healthy because J.K. Dobbins in this offense, if he stays healthy, he could have a great year. One of the better. Like I'm gonna stay away from him in fantasy because I don't really trust the Ravens running backs that much. But he could have a great year. Very much improved offensive line, very much improved receiving depth. Their tight end depth improved. And then another thing is people sleep on Lamar like he wasn't. When we were doing these episodes every week, he got hurt. The week he got hurt, he was my number one for MVP. And then he started dropping. Like, remember what Lamar was when he was on the field.
I mean, last year, let me look up his stats last year.
I remember Lamar when we were doing our MVP stuff. It was for me.
Oh, you picked him. You picked him.
Yeah. He was doing amazing.
2022, 8-4.
A lot of it was John Harbaugh. Just you remember they were losing a lot and like with a minute left in games because they weren't kicking field goals and they were going for touchdowns instead.
I'm not gonna lie, Mar. I don't agree. I remember last year he threw up a lot of weird interceptions. I mean, no, I agree with what you just said, but going back to your previous thing of him being MVP last year, I don't agree with that. I feel like he hasn't played at MVP level since 2020.
Okay. You looking at the rushing stuff too, right? Because that is a big part of Lamar's game.
For me as a quarterback, it starts with your passing. So you gotta be, and then I'll look at your rushing. But yeah, I'll look at it as a rushing, bro.
I don't disagree with that at all. It does matter about you passing more.
And he's a good passer, bro. People hate on him.
Yeah, he's a middle of the pack passer in my opinion.
I think he's above average. I think he's above middle. Wait, hold on. So, he had 700 yards last. Yeah, that's pretty. Still not MVP level since 2020, in my opinion.
It's not a crazy take. But what you think about the offense, Nick, for the Ravens? Oh wait, you already said.
Yeah, he thinks it's got to be top 5, or that's a failure.
Yeah, let's move on to this defense, which is another. I don't like the pass rush on this team, but their pass rush, they're going to ask a lot from Odafe Owe and David Ojabo, who was another guy who they redshirted basically. During the draft training, he tore his ACL. He was projected to go in the first round, and then he fell, and the Ravens just took him, let him rehab, and now he's going to play this year. They got Michael Pierce.
Davion Clowney too.
Yeah. Michael Pierce, Travis Jones, Odafe Owe, Roquan Smith, Malik Harrison, Patrick Queen, Trenton Simpson, David Ojabo, Jadeveon Clowney, Tyus Bowser, Rocky Sin, Ronald Darby, Trayvon Mullen, Kyle Hamilton, Marcus Williams, Marlon Humphrey, who's going to miss the beginning of the season, I believe. Yeah, this is a fine secondary, and Kyle Hamilton, he was amazing last year. He started off the season bad, but to end it off after like the Dolphins game, he was a elite safety. He's gonna be a top almost 5 safety this year, like it or not. But that's a hot take, I guess. Kyle Hamilton is great. What do y'all think about the defense?
I think that the fact they have Jadeveon Clowney as a backup to David Ojabo, right?
Yeah. Oh, what it's gonna be? I think Jadeveon Clowney's gonna, it's gonna be a rotation. He's gonna be there for first and second downs because he's a great run stopper, and then David Ojabo is gonna come in there and pass rush.
I mean, the Ravens front seven is always nasty, bro. I think that they're gonna be nice. Odafe Owe, clearly they believe in him. If they're not gonna go out and try to get someone over him, he's athletic. Michael Pierce, great nose tackle, bro.
I think they need a trade. I think the Ravens.
So this is a 3-4 though. So Owe and Ojabo are edges, right?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna have Clowney as an outside linebacker in this.
They're gonna have Clowney as an edge, in my opinion, too. Like he's gonna be a run stopping edge, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got Marlon, Jalen Armour, Kevin Seymour. They got my guy Arthur Millette, bro. Like, nah, this is gonna be a good defense. This is why I think, yeah, this is okay. Yeah, this is a good team, bro. This is why I'm picking them second in the division because they're really good.
I think if Lamar gets onto a good start in the offense, they're going to trade for a D end. I think they need a D end. Going into the playoffs, I wouldn't like if they have Justin and Broderick Washington as their defensive ends, to be honest. But they could get someone if someone's always available at the trade deadline. Don't know
You're
who
right.
yet.
You're right about that. That's probably the weakness of this defense is their 3-4 DNs. They don't have Cam Hayward or anything like that. Like
exactly. No, you're right though. They got Michael Pierce, who's a good nose tackle, but like the DNs, they scare me because I want someone who I know will get pressure. Odafe Owe and Ojabo, they're gonna give them a chance to begin the season. They don't get what they want. They're gonna get someone. Marcus Williams, yeah, this safety dude was crazy. And the thing about the Ravens, they changed their whole defensive identity. What you said, like their front seven is always nasty. It was always nasty because they would send 8. Like they would have times where they send like 8 and stuff. Like it would, of course, they're gonna get production. Last year, they were one of the least teams that blitzed. Like they were going to coverage a lot.
Well, when I say it's nasty, it's not only because they send 8. It's just like I just feel like the Ravens always had this. They had this kind of reputation or this long-standing kind of, I don't know, games in a row without allowing a 100-yard rusher type of thing.
Yeah.
They get really prideful and physical about stopping the run, and it's just hard to move the ball on them. They don't want to give up. They play like this. They play the opposite of bend don't break. They play like they don't want to give up a blade of grass. So.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then they got players to lurk if you try to throw deep, and makes sense, bro. It works. They won the bowl off of that. So when they did,
yeah, I'm happy that they lost that preseason game, man. I'm happy, man. They did.
Why are you hating, bro?
I'm happy, man. Them boys was. What was their record in the preseason? Crazy.
It was like 24-0 or some shit.
Yeah, they had won like 23, 24 games in a row, bro.
Yeah, Commanders knocked them off, man. Sam Howard came in to handle
it too. The coach called it too. They're like, nah, we don't care about it, but we're not gonna let them get out of here with the dub. And then I think that didn't they play their starters longer or something?
I don't know, but they handle business though. I'm happy about that.
Yeah, bro.
Last team in this division, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow.
Where are you guys picking them? You guys didn't tell me your picks for the Browns and the Steelers.
We'll say that after we preview the Bengals.
Oh, because you already asked us. Remember for the Browns.
The Browns, bro. I
All right,
God.
forget about it then. We'll do it after the preview.
Yeah, because holy, that's tough, bro. This whole division, I can see a world where the Steelers finish second. Because with the Ravens, I want to mention there is a world where we see the worst case scenario. Honestly, like you worst case scenario could happen with the Ravens.
Lamar gets injured
Yeah. Worst case scenario could happen
because
but
that's true. Look, Ravens could end fourth if Lamar gets injured early in the season, and Tyler Huntley there's no shot he's keeping up with anybody in the AFC North.
exactly. Yeah, worst case scenario could happen.
Yeah,
But
that would suck.
The Bengals, they already, in my opinion, in a shaky case scenario because Zach Taylor wouldn't even mention if Joe Burrow is ready for week 1. Like Joe Burrow, I think he's gonna be ready by the playoffs, but in this tough division, they're gonna have to win games, and they'll have to go to Jacob Browning. That's scary.
No, they said he's not even gonna be out that long. So
I mean, that's what they saying, but like when you asking Zach Taylor if he's gonna play week 1 and he's hesitant, I don't know. And it's a hamstring. Those type of injuries linger. But let's talk about the Bengals. They got Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Irv Smith, Orlando Brown, Cordell Volson, Eddie Harris, Alex Kappa, Jonah Williams, and people sleep on this offensive line.
And I'm about to sleep on it right now. Who is Cordell Volson, Ted Karras, and Alex Kappa? I know I've heard of them, but like, come on, bro.
Ted
That
Karras
interior is crazy.
No, Ted Karras is solid, and Alex Kappa is solid. Alex Kappa, no, those two guys are solid. They're solid. They're not good, but they're okay.
They're solid.
What I think they should do is Jonah Williams. He's an undersized tackle. I would like if they put him at guard and Lyle Collins or
came back and came in the right tackle.
But at the same time, Jonah Williams probably is their best option at tackle. Maybe they should put Carmen, Hill, or Collins at guard. Like Collins, when he comes back, is going to be a great swing tackle. Like the fact that people talk about this Bengals offensive line so poorly, this is a middle of the pack offensive line, in my opinion.
I don't like it, bro. AFC North is looking tough.
The AFC,
this AFC North is looking tough. We got good interior O line, good interior D line, and this has got to be the worst O line that we've looked at.
We looked at the.
no. Like
Steelers.
This got to be the worst offensive line in the AFC North, bro.
I'm gonna say the Steelers are, to be honest.
Our interior O line is there's no way, bro. Like Sayamalu, Daniels, and Mason Cole crushed that interior O line.
Yeah, but these tackles crush y'all tackles, and tackle is more important in my opinion. Y'all tackles could improve because they're younger, but Orlando Brown is a Pro Bowl tackle, and Jonah Williams is like a starting tackle. Like they have a Pro Bowl and a starter at tackle.
Okay, we got 2 starters. So we got 2 starters and not a Pro Bowler.
And then Leo Collins comes back. Yeah. He's almost a Pro Bowl starter. He's almost a Pro Bowler too.
All right, I still think I take our O-line, especially because if you factor in scheme-wise, like, all right, so Burrow's going to be throwing a lot, and we're going to be trying to run a lot. I feel like
that's what I was about to say. I mean, it works for both of them because their tackles are good for the Bengals. So Joe Burrow has more opportunities to pass the ball and stuff. But the Steelers, the interior is going to be good for Najee Harris to run up the gut and get some yards and shit. So.
Yeah, I just think when you look at it, like, this is not a good matchup. This offensive line is not a good matchup when you play the
Steelers or the Browns.
Or the Browns, yeah, because that interior pressure is gonna be really hard for Burrow. Yeah.
I don't hate that, but I'll say this though. I think as a team in total, the Steelers may have better blocking because of Pratt Firemouth, Darnell Washington, like the skill positions. Like I'll say that.
But, yeah, Irv Smith Jr. is more of a vertical threat than a blocking tight end.
Yeah, exactly.
They're blocking. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. I'll say it like this: maybe not offensive line I still think they have the worst offensive line, but I'll say it like this. Overall, I think they're going to have the worst blocking in the division. And that's a problem because you got a quarterback who's been injured to start the season, the last 2 seasons. And you don't need that. Like an injury prone quarterback, bro. It's Andrew Luck.
You know, that's not a crazy thing to say, but look, in this division, if you want to make the argument they got the worst offensive line, that's cool. But you're holding them to the standard of this division. In the NFL, they're top. They're middle of the pack in the NFL.
But it matters, Mar, because the division games are going to be the most physically demanding on them. The AFC North is historically just a super physically demanding division. That's going to take a lot of effort, and it's going to be a lot of injuries in those type of games, more so than other games. Yeah, the Bengals might be able to go and like coast through like NFC games and stuff like that, but you gotta win your division like playing the people in your division and beating them. I mean the teams.
Yeah, for sure. 6 of their games this season is gonna be against those type of teams. Like I understand for sure.
Yeah, and if they're gonna finish, if they've like finished 2-4 or even 3-3 in the division, it might be really tough for them, especially if they get injuries in those games.
Yeah, I could see that. But all I'm saying is the Bengals offensive line is nowhere where it used to be. Like it used to actually be like 32nd in the league, but that's also when they had pick 1 in the draft. Like, so like you kind of expect that. Now this is a Super Bowl contender.
And Burrow ended up having a season-ending injury.
Yeah. Because
he needs a good O-line, bro. They need to do better with they need to do even better with their O-line because the type of quarterback he is, he wants to hold the ball a long time. So
I was gonna say that, yeah. And he admits it's his play style. Like he likes making the big plays. He likes holding on the ball a little longer than he should, and he's willing to take the punishment.
That's got to be factored in too, because like Pickett is getting the ball out faster. That makes the blocking worse. Because you have to. It's not really about could these O linemen be. It's just I'm saying their O line is the worst relative to scheme, and I just think it is. It's just going to be a tough situation.
I don't hate that because I thought Orlando Brown. I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah,
not at all. And I don't really even like their offensive coordinator that much, but like I see that Joe Burrow has so much demand of the offense to where like he makes a lot of the adjustments, and I kind of trust Burrow.
Dude, Burrow's awesome. When he's healthy, he's awesome.
Yeah. Let's move on to the defense, which is this is a good defense. They don't really have holes. That's the thing about this defense. They got Sam Hubbard, Cam Sample, Miles Murphy, DJ Reader, BJ Hill, Trey Henderson, Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, Shadube Owizie, DJ Turner, yes sir, 97 speed, Nick Scott, Dax Hill, Cam Taylor Brent, Mike Hilton, who I think is one of the best slot corners in the league.
I know. We really let him get away. We sold on that.
But yeah, Miles Murphy in the first. This is a good defense.
Mike Hilton makes a big play every time he plays us. Hate it.
Yeah, I remember he used to blitz for y'all. I used to be like, yeah, he's tough. I like him.
He is tough. I like their DBs a ton. Their DBs are goated.
I agree. And even like last year, I knew they were gonna let Jesse Bates go after they drafted Dax Hill, because I was like, whoa, Dax Hill, you gotta not pay Jesse Bates because he is a really good nickel cornerback. Like he's good at safety and in the slot. Jordan Battle also.
Who do they have at safety with him? The other safety.
Nick Scott.
Before with Jesse?
No,
Jesse,
they had Von Bell.
Yes,
they had Von Bell. That's right.
And then they played Dax in the slot a lot. Yeah,
they lost both. That's kind of tough. Well, Daxton Hill might have to come on. I don't know a lot about Nick Scott. Wasn't he an Eagle?
Ram, I want to say.
Ram? Oh yeah, he was a Ram. You're right. Yeah, I don't know.
Jordan Battle also. He was the leader. He was another one. A leader of that Alabama defense. And you know, if you're a leader on the Alabama defense, you got a chance of being a good NFL player. I ain't saying you will, but
he could be.
yeah.
Minka
Joseph Asai.
Fitzpatrick, bro.
Nah. Minka is special. Like
Minka was Alabama.
Yeah, I know, but come on, don't disrespect your boy Minka by comparing him to Jordan Battle. Minka Fitzpatrick is elite.
Yeah, I know. I love Cam Taylor Britt. That dude is an athlete. You've seen him do all this little. He does like, I don't know if he does like backflips or something. He did like a catch back. I don't know, something crazy, bro. I saw him do something crazy.
I ain't see. But all I remember is like, was it Joseph Asai who lost them the game against the Chiefs? And like, was it him?
Joseph Asai lost the game, and then Jermaine Pratt started screaming at him in the locker room.
Is he gone now?
No, Jermaine Pratt's still there.
Yeah.
No, the other guy.
No, he's still there.
Yeah, he was a rookie. Like, come on, they made a mistake. Man, he didn't make a mistake, though, crazy one. But hey,
I see he's there.
All right, Nick, name me your order for this division.
God damn, bro. Honestly, after watching the playoff game last year between the Bengals and Ravens, if the Ravens are all healthy, I think the Ravens are winning the division. I think it goes Ravens, Bengals, Steelers, Browns.
I don't hate that. That's a good.
And if Joe Burrow is going to be hurt a long time, Steelers are going to jump into number 2. And then Bengals are going to be 3rd. Maybe, if the Browns start turning up. They might even be 4th. Who the fuck knows?
Dude, bro, I don't.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right. We're going to go over this together. Who do you think is most likely to finish first?
Most likely, it's probably got to be the Bengals. Just because of just what they've done in the past 2-3 years.
Joe Burrow's health scares me, man. It's like they are the best team, and going into the playoffs, like they're a team like going into the playoffs if they're healthy. I'm finna like pick them to maybe even go all the way, but I have to see that they're healthy.
And then maybe they pick up another defensive piece, maybe somewhere along the road, just like a subtle little piece.
I'm gonna go Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers, but I'm gonna say this: the Steelers are gonna finish in 4th place and be in the playoff race and finish the season 9-8. I really believe in the Browns. I think the Browns could. It's like the whole division is just, I don't know. I don't think anyone finishes with a negative record. Shock, how you got this division going?
We didn't get to see any of Lamar Jackson in the preseason. So it's like, I feel like if Lamar is in MVP form or close, the Ravens would probably be my pick for number 1. But because we didn't see him and he was injured the past 2 seasons, I don't know. I'm not gonna buy into the 6K hype. Like, why you need to say
nah. 6K is cap.
No, but like, hear me out. Why you need to say you're gonna pass for 6K if you just go out there and pass for 6K? You don't need to say it. You know, there's a reason why he's saying it. He's saying it because it's like he's trying to speak it into existence because it's not there yet, right? So I'm just like, I'm not buying into that type of. It's not even not like a literal buy-in. Like, oh yeah, definitely not 6K. I don't think he's gonna get 6K regardless. But even like 5K or 4, whatever, it's just 4.5. It's just like, if it was about to happen, like it was right there, I feel like he wouldn't need to say it. So because for that reason, I'm not really buying into that. I feel like they're gonna run him maybe less. This is going to be his first year kind of as a franchise quarterback type of salary. I don't know. There's a lot of question marks with that for me. But if he is anywhere close to that 6K, that would be my pick. But that's the big thing that's kind of throwing the whole thing off for me is the Ravens. But I'm not going to buy into that hype. I'm going to say Ravens are going to be second. I'm going to say that this is a hard division to pick. All right. I'm just gonna do this now. I'm gonna change my last pick. I'm gonna change it because I had Browns fourth. I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna say Steelers are 1, Ravens are 2, Browns are 3, Bengals are 4th.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
You see what you had, just flop it like that, and I agree.
You got the Browns. I know you got the Browns finishing.
I think
No. You got the Browns finishing. Wait, what?
I have the Bengals, Ravens, Browns, Steelers. But I'll say this:
But I got the Steelers.
There's 3 Super Bowl contenders in this division.
Browns.
I think there's 3 Super Bowl contenders.
Man, if you say that the Browns are a Super Bowl contender and the Steelers are not, you are bugging.
Steelers are not there yet.
I think the Browns. I can't.
Browns are not a Super Bowl contender, bro.
There's 3 possible Super Bowl contenders. I should say that 3 possible Super Bowl contenders.
Yeah,
I'm high on the Browns. I'm high on the Browns. I know. I'm high on the Browns. Like maybe I'm high, or maybe I'm just high on them. It's one or the other.
Me putting them third is me being high on the Browns. That's me high on the Browns. That's crazy high on the Browns because the Browns find a way to be just terrible. I don't know how.
I agree.
So that's my order.
Yeah. We're going to try to speed run through the NFC South so we can get to the other things. And this division's like a wash almost. But like we got Mike Evans who don't even want to be on the Buccaneers. He gave them a deadline of this Saturday to give him a contract or he's out of there.
Like he's not going to play? Like he's going to sit out?
No, like he's out of their trade. Like he said, Saturday or I'm gone. Like if y'all don't pay me by Saturday, I'm not gonna play on Sunday without a contract. I'm a 9-time 1,000-yard receiver. I'm a top 15 receiver in the league, and y'all don't want to pay me. And I'm the most loyal player on this team, almost besides Levante David.
He's gonna sit out.
Probably, I don't know, but if he sits out, he'll sit out. Yeah.
I don't like the Bucks.
Yeah. This team finishes last. I'm happy we could agree on that. But let's spend like 2 minutes on them real quick. Got Baker Mayfield, Rashad White, Chase Edmonds, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Trey Palmer, Cade Otton, Tristan Wirfs. Like, I don't like anything y'all are doing. Why are y'all putting Tristan Wirfs at left tackle? He literally said in the interview, I'm having anxiety about playing left tackle. You have the best right tackle in the league and tell him to play left? That's dumb. Like, do something right. Y'all can't pay Mike Evans. Y'all can't let the best right tackle play right tackle. Do something, man. Matt Filer, Robert Hansley, and those people. Like, bro, like that actually upset me that they moving Tristan Wirfs to another side of the field and they have maybe the best player on that side of the field besides Lane Johnson. Now let's move on to the defense, which, believe it or not, I actually do like. I do remember in the draft process, Kalijah Kancey was one of my favorite players. Aaron Donald, like, he plays very like, man, I like Kalijah Kancey. He could play everywhere but nose tackle. And then that was my problem with him as a defensive tackle. I don't see him playing nose at all. I was like, that's kind of weird. And then he goes to the Bucks, who have Vita Vea, the most nose tackle, the biggest nose tackle in the league. It's like that is a perfect fit. Kalijah Kancey,
3-4 D end is nice.
Yeah. Kalijah Kancey, Vita Vea, Logan Hall, William Golston, Joe Tryon, Devin White, Levante David, Shaquille Barrett, Jamal Dean, Ryan Neal, Antoine Winfield, Carlton Davis, Zion McCollum, Cam Gill. This defense got some pieces, and then they got Todd Bowles, who's a great defensive coordinator. I can see them being an all right defense, and then just get Caleb Williams next year. Like, just do that.
Tear it apart, bro. They should trade everybody. Everybody over 25, trade them. Tank. It's a mess. This is like the remnants. You know what this reminds me of? This team. It reminds me of like when LeBron would go to a team and then leave them a few years later.
Tom Brady literally did the same thing though.
Yes, that's what this team feels like. All right, we sold out to get a ring with the GOAT, so now we're terrible.
No, that is kind of what it is, but I do think they should keep the core intact, believe it or not. I like the core still. Like, if I would keep the core and go as far as Baker takes us. Like, Baker's not my quarterback next year, but I'll give him his little whatever chance. But I'm giving him a chance because he's either going to be good or let me get Caleb Williams. It's one or the other.
Man, a lot of these guys are just so old. Like, it's like they don't fit a timeline of a rebuild. Like, they're not winning a bowl this year, so what's the point? Just trade them all.
Yeah, but it's still the NFL. It's a competitive league, and guys want to win. And there is a world where this defense is one of the better ones in the league, and I don't know, they figure something out at quarterback. Because at least if you finish the season with 6 wins, next season going into the year, you can convince yourself all we need is a quarterback. It's all about next year and building.
What happens when Baker comes back to his best form and they go like 9-8, then they have a terrible pick, and they're like, oh, do we keep Baker? Do we not?
Hey, then that means they having fun. Hey, go have fun then. If Baker have 9 wins, they had a fun year.
Man, they're not competing, bro. Okay.
Right. I don't see them doing 9 wins, but if they had 9 wins, that means they had fun. They had a blast.
They need to pay Mike Evans though and get him another 1,000-yard season.
Yeah, for sure. Dang, if Mike Evans holds out, that would be a L way to not get 1,000 yards. That would be. I don't think
it would count.
No,
so it would just be a gap in his thing, you know. I don't think it would count.
Nah, but he's gonna eventually play this year. Come on, he's not gonna not play football the whole year. Like they're just gonna let him miss games, and like that record, he's not gonna get the 10 years because they didn't want to pay him. Like, you're telling me I'm on the verge of getting 1,000 yards 10 years in a row, and the only way I don't get it is if y'all don't pay me. That's the only way.
It's stupid. They're not contending anyway. Give the man a bag and just go crazy, bro. They got a ring out of it. They got a ring out of Tom Brady. So, like, what are they like? What's the deal, bro?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this team too much. Like, this stuff they're doing actually getting me mad. Like, y'all not paying Mike Evans is crazy. Hey, come to NYG. Come be a giant. You already a giant on the field. Be a giant on your patch, man.
Daniel Jones needs him.
Yeah, man. He gonna be what we thought Kenny Galladay was gonna be.
Hey, man, we could, sauce up a little Allen Robinson in the third for him, you know.
Hey, the Chiefs with Mike Evans will go burr. I don't.
No.
Yeah, I don't want that to happen.
No, we're not talking about that shit, bro.
Let's talk about the Carolina Panthers. The team with the first overall pick, they got Bryce Young, Miles Sanders, Chuba Hubbard, Adam Thielen, Terrence Marshall, DJ Chark, Laviska Shenault, Jonathan Mingo, Hayden Hurst, Ian Thomas, Tommy Tremble, Ike Makwanu, Brady Christensen, Bradley Bozeman, Cade Mays, and Taylor Moton. The tackle duo on this team is crazy.
Ikem Ekwonu.
Yeah.
Ekwonu.
Hey, bro, all I know is bro is an elite left tackle. Like, hey,
good,
yeah. I may have said your name wrong, but hey, you got my respect. Hey, first year he had a great year run blocking, and I feel like this was a good landing spot for Bryce Young.
They're gonna be good next year. I like this. I like this as a start. This is a good start.
Yeah. What you think about this offense, Nick?
They're just, I mean, it's the rebuild, bro. Gonna take time.
What's gonna be the X factor? Matter of fact, what's gonna be the X factor for the Carolina Panthers?
Bryce Young.
Yeah.
If he does good, they could. If they say what he's supposed to be, I don't. They could possibly make the playoffs, depending on how the division goes.
This division is kind of like super mid, super mid, super mid. I got a team who I think is gonna win this division coming up soon, but
Mhm.
this is there's three teams that could win the division. The Saints could win it just because they should win it because they're the oldest team. The Panthers could win it if Bryce Young just comes and beat Bryce, and the Falcons with the best run game in the league. Um, yeah, I don't got nothing to say about this offense besides y'all look young and promising. Well, you got anything about the offense, Shark? You want to mention?
No, I just think that it looks like it's gonna be good. They're gonna be all right this year, maybe a little like below average, and then next year they're probably gonna be above average, and the year after that they might be, depending on what they do, pretty good.
Yeah. Let's move on to the defense. So they got Deshaun Williams, Shy Tuttle, Derek Brown, Brian Burns, who is gonna sit out. They apparently don't want to pay him. Shaq Thompson, Frank Louis, Cam Greer-Hill, Justin Houston. Okay. Gross. Yeah, I just butchered that name crazy. I'm gonna just call him Gross. I said it gross.
Vitor Gross Matos.
Yeah, Dante Jackson, CJ Henderson, Von Bell, Xavier Woods, and JC Horn. And Jeremy Chin, I don't know why they got him listed as a right cornerback, but I see him also as like a nickel linebacker almost. Like he could play all the DB positions besides corner, in my opinion. So listing him at corner is crazy.
They put him at corner. They got him at corner man too.
He's a corner? If Jeremy, I feel like Jeremy Chin is more of like if that's how they're using Jeremy Chin, I'm gonna just flat out say they're using him wrong. Jeremy Chin is a bandit safety in my opinion. Jeremy Chin is Von Bell, but better. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think their corners should be CJ Henderson, Dante Jackson, JC Horn. You cross your fingers that those guys stay healthy, and you put Jeremy Chin where he's best at. Like it's another Tristan Wirfs thing. You have someone who's elite at something. Why put them somewhere else?
I agree.
All you're doing is asking for him to regress, and then you're gonna blame him.
I agree, bro.
Y'all got anything y'all want to say about this defense?
I mean, their secondary is pretty good. Their corners, safeties. That's about it. I like Derek Brown.
I hope JC Horn stays healthy.
Me too.
That's about it.
Yeah,
about it, bro.
Frank Wright, you're one of the rebuild Panthers fans. Y'all got someone who I thought was the best quarterback in this draft class, and my predictions with this draft class so far in the preseason, they've been smacking, man. And Bryce Young was QB1. He throws with anticipation. He just knows the quarterback position. It's just the physicality with him. That's the only question. And when you have a question with the physicality, and then you have a tackle duo that good, it's gonna protect him a lot. Next team, we're gonna go with the future division winners of this division, the Atlanta Falcons. They're gonna have them. They're gonna have one of the top run games in the league. They got Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson, Drake London, Tyler Algier, Cordell Patterson, Mac Hollins, Scotty Miller, Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, Jake Matthews, Chris Lindstorm, and Caleb McGarry. The other tackles, I don't really know about them that much. I know Matt Hennessy's all right, but he's on IR, so hope he get well soon. But I like this offense. They have one of the better offensive lines in the league. They had the best run game last year, and then they added Bijan Robinson. This is the best run game in the NFL.
I mean, I think it's between them and the Saints for winning the division.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't really like Desmond Ridder that much. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd rather put in Heineke as starters than Desmond Ridder.
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that.
I mean, we'll see. He could prove me wrong, but Desmond Ridder did not look good last year when they took out Marcus Mariota.
I didn't like Desmond either that much. And like I remember earlier in the offseason when Lamar asked for a trade, like their owner came out and said, "No, we will not trade for Lamar. We're gonna keep Desmond Ridder." Like, what? Why are you announcing you wouldn't trade for Lamar because you got Desmond Ridder? You sound stupid. Like, it's crazy.
Why'd they get rid of Mariota? What happened with that?
Just the floor. You know, he's just an older quarterback who just has a floor. Like Marcus Mariota is a fine backup, but if you're asking him to be your star, he's a top 30. Like that's what the NFL is. If you're a top 32 quarterback, you're not guaranteed a job because what's the point of having the 30th best quarterback if you're 28 years old? Like,
I mean,
why not just
better than anyone on that roster for their scheme? They could have made the playoffs.
Nah, but Desmond Ridder, he's a running quarterback also. Like he fits the scheme.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's just like, can he prove that he could play better than Mariota? And it's possible because Mariota wasn't. He was just like a top 32. No, Mariota wasn't a good passer at all. Like what you said about Lamar, like you look at passing first. Mariota was a bad passer. Like your running game, you just ask Desmond Ridder to match that with more talent in the backfield with Bijan Robinson, and just ask him to do something with the passing game. And Drake London, I think he's gonna. Fantasy users, draft Drake London. If you want to draft Drake London, go ahead. Not a bad pick at all. He's gonna have majority of the target shares in this offense. Like 30% of the target shares went to Drake London last year. Drake London, he finished higher than players like Mark Andrews last year with like yards per route run. Drake London was great, but his problem was like the fumbling stuff. He had the rookie mistakes. Like him and Kyle Pitts get majority of the offensive shares because they don't pass that much. So when they do pass, it's for Kyle Pitts and Drake London. But I don't like Kyle. Stay away from Kyle Pitts. Let him prove. He's like the Browns. Well, like Shock think about the Browns. That's how I think about Kyle Pitts.
No, not at all, bro.
Nah, I don't trust Kyle Pitts, bro.
Not at all, bro. Kyle Pitts is no. I feel what you're saying, but like to get to the Browns level, you have to be
the fourth overall pick and not do anything,
bro. Yeah. Browns should win that division with all that talent.
Deshaun Watson should be the best tight end with all that talent. That's nothing, and it is also the Arthur Smith. Like they don't call him as much as you should, and they use him kind of weird. Like this offense, they have so many like Kyle use checks, like very 49ers. Like they got a bunch of players that can play different positions. Bijan could line up in the backfield and the slot. Drake London, he could line up at tight end if you wanted him to. He's like that. Drake London, I looked at him very similar to Mike Evans.
Bro, they got Jonnu Smith too.
Exactly. So when you do line up Kyle Pitts at wide receiver, they're gonna put Jonnu Smith in line. Like they have a bunch of utility pieces, and when you have a bunch of utility pieces as a run game, you can give defenses different looks and all of that with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, who was 1,000-yard rusher last year. Tyler Algier, he's another guy in fantasy. He's only going to go up. He had 1,000 rushing yards last year and 3 touchdowns. I don't think he's going to have more than 3 touchdowns this year.
Yeah, bro. If they don't win this division, they're selling. Like for real.
Yeah. What y'all think about this offense?
I think that they better win the division or they're selling.
What you think, Nate?
I could agree with that. I mean, I don't think they're gonna win the division, but they just need a better quarterback, in my opinion, bro. Really, yeah. They had a better quarterback, and they just like stopped relying heavily on the run. I think they would win the division, but I don't see a world where they do.
I think they do, and kind of like Shock, you said, why have Desmond Ridder? That's the exact reason you have Desmond Ridder, because either he's gonna shit the bed and you get Caleb Williams to complete this offense, or he does what he's supposed to do.
Not with their scheme, bro. There's no way. They're gonna have like a. They're gonna be at worst like a 5 or 6, 7 win team, bro.
Yeah, but they could trade up type beat.
Um,
I don't know. Whoever has that pick might want that quarterback.
Nah, you're right. Drake May is also good though.
yeah.
Then they're just we'll see. You know, they're just throwing darts at a dartboard, bro.
Yeah. Let's move on to the defense, which is very well improved in. And how I feel about that run game. And then I looked at the defense. The defense complements what they're going to do on offense, because when you run the ball a lot, you're chewing the clock a lot. You know, the clock's always going down.
They got Bud, dude.
They got what?
They got Bud.
Oh yeah. They got Calais Campbell, David Onyemata, Grady Jarrett, Arnold Ebiketie, Troy Anderson, Caden Ellis, Bud Dupree, Lorenzo Carter, AJ Terrell, Mike Hughes, Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, Jesse Bates, Jeff Okuda, Trey Flowers. That defense is actually like, pretty
David
well.
on your mother.
Yeah, David Onyemata. That defensive line, they fit each other well. They got, bro. This defense is actually good.
No, they're tough. They better win the division, bro. If they don't win the division, Desmond's sold.
I agree. If they don't win the division, it's like what Nick said. It's totally Desmond, and I can see where that happens. Desmond's like, if we did a quarterback rankings, he might be like 31 for me. 30, like, who is Desmond Ridder better than right now? That's starting in the league. You can't even think of a quarterback he's better than off the top of your head, because I can't.
I won't even put him above Baker.
No, he's definitely not above Baker. He might be the worst starting quarterback in the NFL.
Sam, I like Sam.
Sam Howell starting? Sam Howell starting?
Yeah. Oh, whoever starts for the Cardinals is worse. Cardinals haven't even announced a starting quarterback, and it's 6 days until the NFL.
Nah, bro. No. Josh Dobbs, I like him better than Desmond Ridder. Josh Dobbs is that man, bro. Yes.
All right, let's move on to the NFC South champions now.
Matter of fact, okay. The champions, I don't know about that. This team, with how old they are.
First or second.
Yeah. They come in second place, though. With how old they are, that's what the goal is, to make the playoffs, because you don't get Derek Carr with this team to do that, but they got Derek Carr.
Their offense is fucking nice, bro. I don't know why y'all sleeping on them like this.
Yeah.
Their defense is nice. Their offense is nice. Like, Derek Carr is the best quarterback out of that whole division right now. We don't know what Bryce Young could do yet. So out of 3 quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's right, bro. Derek Carr is the best out of those.
He's the best right now, but I don't think he's gonna finish the season the best. Someone's gonna. I actually could be the best. Ugh.
Is Michael Thomas actually playing this year? Is he actually gonna play?
He's playing right now. Yeah,
don't ask me. I don't think anyone knows. But they got Derek Carr, Jamal Williams, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas. That receiving depth is bad, and if Michael Thomas better be there, or Juwan Johnson, Taysom Hill, Foster Moreau, and Jimmy Graham. Like, that tight end room is crazy deep, and Derek Carr does like his tight ends. Trevor Penning, Andre P, Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, and Ryan Ramczyk. A decent O-line. I like their tackle.
How long is Alvin suspended?
3 games. But the thing about the Saints last year is they had one of the worst rushing attacks in the league. And Jamal Williams, he changes that just because of he could run in between the tackles. Alvin Kamara, he's another one of those guys who he's not really that great of a running back. He's a weapon. Like, similar to CMC. The only difference is CMC is still like a top 10 running back, like a runner of the football. Alvin Kamara isn't.
I could see the Alvin Kamara, Jamal Williams thing being like the Alvin Kamara, Mark Ingram thing, like a few years ago.
Yeah. I totally agree with that.
But others than, like, honestly, bro, like, y'all sleeping on the Saints. I think they're gonna win the division. Only way that they don't win the division if Derek Carr shits the bed. So I think it's the whole division is gonna rely heavily on quarterbacks this year. This whole division, because I think all those teams are equal in offense and defense, more than likely, besides the Bucks.
The whole division is close. Like these two divisions we went through, this is why they are the last two divisions we did. These are the last two divisions I wanted to do. I had to sit here and think still. Like I'm still in the swivel, but I've come to the end of it. I'm gonna go the Atlanta Falcons, the New Orleans Saints, Carolina Panthers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What are y'all thoughts of the order in the division?
I got the same as you. You said Falcons, Saints. Oh no. I got Falcons, Saints, Panthers, and then Bucks are fourth.
Yeah. No, that's the same thing I had.
Oh, that's what you said. You said Panthers third. Yeah.
And
then, I got the Saints, Falcons, Panthers, Bucks.
Yeah. That's probably how it goes.
That's about the same. I mean, that's literally I could see it going either way.
Yeah.
They're gonna make it easy on Ritter, bro. They're gonna make it easy on him. That run game and that defense.
The run game, especially, but yeah, they both, like you said, yeah. Oh man. Let's move on to the next segue. We're gonna be predicting who do y'all have winning the MVP of the league, and I'm trying to pull this up. I don't know I did it last night. I want to NFL futures, or matter of fact, I could put this on the screen. Gonna be going over who we think is gonna win these awards with the Bet US odds. I was on it last night, and I kind of just lost it. Do y'all see how would I go to NFL props, NFL futures? Oh, okay, NFL season awards. All right, so this is the odds for MVP. Don't look at the odds. Who do y'all got winning MVP? And y'all, like I said, if y'all want to use Bet US, make sure to use code UpTheScoreShow. It will match anything you put up to 125% if it's $100 or $2,500. But who do y'all got winning MVP? I got Trevor Lawrence as this year's MVP.
It's not a bad pick, bro. It's not a bad pick.
I was up in the air about this one. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen.
Not a bad pick. She got shocked.
Last year I picked Herbert. He sold.
Bad pick right there.
Bad pick.
That was a bad pick. He sold it.
Let me check because the Chargers upgraded. But
Chargers upgrade.
I'm not picking Herbert. I'm not high on Herbert. I like Trevor better than Herbert.
Thank you. Oh my god. I don't get how a motherfucker's so high on Herbert, bro. He's just a generic quarterback, bro.
All right, now generic is crazy, but I like Trevor more than Herbert too.
All right, you know what?
Y'all see that comment?
Yeah. Hey, bro, I thought about that too. That's actually not horrible. I would take Dak for MVP over Herbert at this point. I like the Josh Allen pick. Oof, this is tough.
I mean,
All right, bro. All right,
All
bro. I'm gonna say it. Kenny Pickett.
All right. No, I mean, yeah.
Kenny Pickett. He's winning MVP, bro.
I mean, you're having a difficult time picking it. I don't blame you. But why do you have Josh Allen winning MVP?
I think the last year playoffs kind of, I think it's humbled him. I think just losing to the Bengals in that fashion that you guys were supposed to win. I think it's gonna humble him a lot, and I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that he's gonna win.
And explain your pick for MVP, Sharp.
He surprised me in the preseason. I mean, I know it's preseason, but he surprised me. I just think the way that he came out, he just looks. I mean, he's not gonna go the whole season 158.3, right? But it's just, hey man, I'm gonna trust my eyes. He looks great. You know, he looks great, and just the way it's not only Kenny. It's just the way our roster's been constructed and what we're planning to do with our offense and defense and how good. I'm kind of feeling like our defense might be the best. Could be top. It's gonna be top 5 if we stay healthy, but could be the best. And with the best defense and this like super deep offense looking a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, I just think it's gonna be a perfect storm for that to happen. It's not just because of Kenny. And I feel like there's going to be voter fatigue with Mahomes. You know, like Mahomes could be like, Mahomes is obviously like the layup, but I feel like there's going to be voter fatigue. That's why I didn't pick Mahomes. Because if Mahomes had never won an MVP before, I would pick Mahomes.
Especially he won last year's MVP, but the Chiefs aren't that well of a constructed team, and if they win
Mahomes
13 games, Mahomes should be the MVP.
But he probably won't, bro.
Yeah. But it's kind of like what you said with narrative, though. Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. I think they finished first in that division, which is already impressive. I think Calvin Ridley is going to break out this year. I know. Calvin Ridley was great on the Falcons. I think he's going to be even better. They got Evan Ingram, Travis Etienne,
Christian
Kirk, Zay Jones. They got a lot of weapons for Trevor to use. He's a gunslinger, so he's gonna get yards. And another thing is he's a younger player in the league, so those younger players in the regular season, they still are proving themselves. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, they could chill in the regular season a little bit. Trevor Lawrence has to. Every game matters for him. Every game matters for every player, of course. But as a third-year player, Trevor Lawrence, I think he's going to be in that. What he was drafted as a Peyton Manning type prospect. I see it. I'm totally in on it. Totally in on Trevor Lawrence. MVP. But my MVP rankings, it would be Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
I
can see that.
Let's move on to the next award. We got Defensive Player of the Year. I got Myles Garrett winning the Defensive Player of the Year, and when y'all hear that, maybe that's why I'm high on the Browns. I think Myles Garrett is a DPOY.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got the best of as of right now, almost the best defensive player in football. They got a lot of pieces, and they finna be winning games, in my opinion.
Who won it last year? Defensive player.
Nick Bosa. Who you got winning DPOY, Nick?
I might have to go with Myles Garrett too.
Hey man, like that secondary, that D-line improved, and if that defense is good, Myles Garrett is gonna garner all the attention.
Yep.
A lot of these guys are good picks though. Hassan Reddick is wild that high.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Micah. I think Micah Parsons is gonna win. I feel like he's gonna be more of an edge rusher this year. He's gonna get a bunch of sacks, bro. Pause. He's gonna win. I think he's gonna win it.
I like that. We have a splits with our award predictions because our boy Mike got another Cowboy winning an award. Hey, by the way, Mike, remember Mike slanders the Cowboys, but he swears they got they got an MVP on their team, DPOY on their team. Man, I ain't gonna talk too much about the Cowboys. Let's move on to the next award. We got Offensive Rookie of the Year. I think he's just saying this to Bijan or Jahmyr Gibbs.
I think it's Bijan.
Yeah, I think it's Bijan too. Like watching film on Bijan Robinson, he was genuinely, man, one of the best running backs I've ever seen in college. Really, he's crazy. He's like the best player in the draft, in my opinion. It's just the value of the position that he played. While he went down.
Too nice, bro.
Yeah. Got Mike agreeing with us. Mike also got Bijan Robinson winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. Who you got, Shock?
That's like the easy pick, bro.
I know. And look, for rookies, I've learned in the past couple of years, sometimes you just got to take a layup with the rookies. The other guys, like MVP and stuff.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Think about it more. Yeah, I like Jahmyr Gibbs is my number 2. I got Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm gonna go like Jordan Addison or Bryson. Jordan Addison is not gonna get enough volume shares. Anthony Richardson too. Like, there's a lot of nice rookies. Will Levis way too high, man. Why is Will Levis always this high on this type of stuff, man?
Nah, Will Levis, no, bro. Will Levis, nah.
Yeah, them people love Will Levis, man. What about Offensive Player of the Year?
OPOY.
Who you got with this, Nick?
If CMC stays healthy, it's CMC.
I like that. I like that pick. CMC is in my top 3 for the award. I'll say that.
Damn.
Number 2.
All right, well, pick yours, Mar.
I got Tyreek, the best wide receiver in football, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
And Mike also had Jay Jettis winning back-to-back Offensive Player of the Years.
Not me. Nope. Don't think so. I'm gonna say,
yeah, dude, this stuff's not easy, bro.
This is a tough one for me.
Yeah.
Saquon.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna pick Saquon, bro. I'm gonna pick Saquon.
Yes, sir. I like that. My contestants is gonna be Tyreek Hill 1, CMC 2, and maybe Jamar Chase 3. I think the Vikings are going a different route. They paid TJ Hawkinson the highest paid tight end contract in league history, and they got Jordan Addison, who I think is also a good receiver. I think Jefferson is still going to be the second or third best receiver in football, but he's just going to get less touches.
Because I feel like now the Vikings are going to be more of a passing offense without Dalvin Cook.
Yeah.
And so they're going to spread it out a lot more.
Yeah. Move on to the next award. We got Defensive Rookie of the Year. This is another one where I might just take the layup. I like Will Anderson a lot, and he's gonna get production. He's in D'Amico Ryan's scheme, or the Texans. I mean, they built a solid defense. I think it's gonna go Will Anderson, Devon Witherspoon, who I love going into the draft, and him going at pick 5 was a surprise for some people. I think it was perfect. spot for him because teams went away from Tyreek Woolen at the end of the year. They legit stopped passing his way. So with Devon Witherspoon, year one, he's gonna be throwing at a lot, and I think he's better than Tyreek Woolen, and he's gonna be throwing at a lot year one.
You're picking Devin?
No, I'm picking Will Anderson because
okay.
the position.
Oh, you're thinking he's gonna give up a lot of receipt.
I'm just saying Devon Witherspoon, he's gonna be targeted a lot because they absolutely go away from Tariq Woolen, or at least the first couple weeks. And targeting someone like Devon Witherspoon, you're gonna learn to stop. You're gonna learn to stop quick. But yeah. Will Anderson, Devon Witherspoon, and I'm gonna go. I like Elijah Cansey, man. He's low. I'm gonna go. I like Emmanuel Forbes. I don't know who finishes third, to be honest. I'm gonna go Emmanuel Forbes. He's in a quarter scheme. He's gonna get a lot of picks just because the scheme he's in. The Commanders run quarters, and he's a very skinny corner who's a playmaker, and he's just gonna be asked to sit in and get picks.
Okay.
I'm going with Jalen Carter. Just because, I mean, bro, they was talking about that he was probably the best defensive player in that draft, and he went to the Eagles. A great defensive team, and I think that he's going to fit the system really good. And, yeah, I'm going to go with Jalen Carter.
Makes sense.
Yeah, the reason I ain't like Jalen Carter as a pick is defensive tackles. Like fans just don't see how valuable they are, and the Eagles got a pass rushing rotation. They got like 8 pass rushers.
No, but I think he's gonna rack up a lot of sacks. I'm not gonna lie to you.
All right. I can see it.
All right. I got JPJ. I'm taking JPJ because he just he looks really good, bro. I mean, even against Stephon Diggs, they had him on Diggs. He looked really good. It looks like he's got good body control. Looks like he didn't look lost. He's playing with confidence. He had a pick, which he didn't have in college, I don't think he ever had a pick in college. He had a pick in the preseason. And I think our defense is going to be the best. I think he's going to be our starting outside corner by the end of the year. And I think he's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year.
Another name I want to shout out real quick is Brian Branch. I think he's another elite player at his position. And he fell a lot. He went in like day 2. And I was absolutely stunned by that. Yeah. Let's go on to our next award. We got the last award, I believe, Coach of the Year. Why? You see, look, on this odds, why is Andy Reid last? Like, are they that into like Andy Reid last? Look. Y'all, if you want to, and you're watching this, go on BetUS. Maybe, bro, put like $5 on that. I don't even gamble myself. Let me stop telling y'all what to do with y'all money. But if y'all into gambling, BetUS, use code UpTheScoreShow. Kyle Shanahan and Bill Belichick, these guys this low is crazy. But it's like in the NFL, one thing about it, and I agree with the odd makers, they always just give it to some first year head coach. They never give it to the best coach, for real.
I feel that.
Like Sean Payton, like with the way I think Russell Wilson's gonna improve, it is a lot due to Sean Payton, man. To be honest. Mike Tomlin, does Mike Tomlin have a coach of the year under his belt?
He does not.
He deserves one.
I know. I'm thinking that's my pick this year, but Sean Payton might be the perfect setup for coach of the year.
I think
I'm going for Sean Payton.
I think Sean Payton. Yeah, Sean Payton is
I'm picking Mike Tomlin just because of how great we look. But I know if I'm not picking Mike Tomlin, I'm picking Sean Payton easily. So,
yeah.
He's gonna have Russ looking much closer to how Seahawks Russ looked, and they're gonna be better. I feel like the Broncos are gonna be a lot better this year.
Yes, sir.
Are you a Broncos fan?
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna be a lot better this year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see it too, man. Yeah, I kind of do got Sean Payton winning it. I got Sean Payton winning the award, but these odds for Andy Reid is crazy. Because Andy Reid could very easily win that award. Oh no, we do got another award. Comeback Player of the Year.
Russell Wilson.
Why is Tua so high? My comeback player of the year. Odell is a nice pick. Calvin, no. Is it Calvin Ridley? I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna be MVP this year, man. And I think Calvin Ridley is going to have the best year in his career. But does Damar Hamlin lose this award?
Why is Damar Hamlin so high? Like, bro, minus 300. That is fucking crazy.
Bro, if Damar Hamlin makes it through the season, gets a pick or two, he's winning it easily.
I think so too. But narrative, man.
Damn.
Comeback player of the year. But I'm not gonna pick Damar Hamlin because I don't feel like that makes sense.
He's not that good of a player, to be honest. That's what it is.
I mean, he's not coming as far as playing wise. He's not coming back from anything. I hope he ascends. Good for him. I hope he ascends. I understand why he's probably gonna win it, but I feel like I'm gonna pick who I think actually is gonna win it as far as coming back, and I think that's gonna be Russell Wilson, bro. That's Russ Wilson.
Yes.
Got to be.
I agree with you on that.
My picks for this award would be like as player like I'm sorry, this it's similar to MIP, like in the NBA. They let Geno Smith win this award last year, which was such a bad thing for football, in my opinion. Geno was the most improved player in the league. Yes, comeback player. What he ain't come back from nothing,
Should have
man.
been Saquon, bro.
It should have been Saquon. I agree. But I have
on the table for freaking Geno, bro. But like, it doesn't make any sense. He was nice already. What is he coming back from? He just got better. That's what I'm saying. What is DeMar coming back from? He's getting better. His play wise,
he almost passed away though.
That's not part of his play. That's not part of his play. He's just gonna get better. He's not coming back from anything.
Nah, but with comeback player of the year, I do account injuries also. I actually do. Like, you came back from an injury.
Well, if you account injuries, bro, he already won the award. They might as well just award it to him then.
Yeah, I do account injuries. I'll say that. Like, injuries is a part of it. Like that. That's kind of why like DeMar Hamlin got the best odds on this. Like, or like not the best odds, but he's minus odds because injuries is something you come back from. I agree with the odd makers on this. I got Chase Young is another great pick in my opinion because he's coming back from an injury. He didn't play that well. Calvin Ridley is a great pick. Odell Beckham's a great pick too. I think Odell's gonna have if Odell stays healthy, it might be him. Nah, it's DeMar Hamlin.
No, it's absolutely not. It's gonna be if it wasn't DeMar, it'd be Russ.
It's DeMar, man. Yeah, DeMar's gonna win it. All right, that was our 2024 NFL award predictions, and we're on to the last segment. This is gonna be a little quicker. We're gonna be doing our Week 1 NFL pick'ems. I'm so excited that the NFL season is starting. We back on the pick'ems. Back at it like I can't say that. We lied. Yeah, back at it like when that's way more better. All right, so Week 1, Thursday night, Lions versus Chiefs. No Chris Jones, I think. So who do y'all got winning this game?
I got the Chiefs, but we could see it upset. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Shootout potential.
Yeah.
Start
Chiefs
off the year with
shootout. Stop. Stop overthinking, bro. The Chiefs are winning.
All right.
I think.
Yo, if it was like Steelers, because people aren't hyping this. People are not hyping up the Steelers like the Lions. If it was like the Steelers, then maybe we're talking about it. But it's like everyone's hyping up the Lions. The Chiefs are coming off a bowl win. They're not going to want to sit there and come out and lose to the darlings of the offseason. They're going to want to beat them. They're going to win. Chiefs are going to win.
Yeah. All right, so we all three got the Chiefs. Let's move on to the Bengals and Browns. So y'all got winning this game. Y'all already know who I got.
I got the Browns because they're gonna finish third. I got the Browns. Burrow's coming off an injury.
I got
Burrow,
Browns.
if Burrow plays, it's the Bengals. If Burrow does not play, it's the Browns.
It's Browns.
I'm going Browns regardless. Man. Oh.
All right, no. Actually, never mind. Yeah, I might go with the Browns because the Bengals always like, even with Joe Burrow, they usually start off slow.
Yeah,
they usually start off mad slow.
Exactly. All right, now we got the Texans Ravens.
Ravens. What kind of question is that? Ravens. Move on.
Lamar hasn't played since mid-season or whatever last year.
I got the Ravens too.
Yeah, I got the Ravens, bro.
Yeah, the Texans, they're gonna be a team that's this year they're gonna be a good run game, and like he said, the Ravens, they pride themselves on stopping the run. The Buccaneers Vikings.
Vikings. I'm gonna go with the Vikings.
These are a lot of easy picks so far. Vikings.
Yeah, sure. I got the Vikings too.
Kirk better dot, bro.
Yeah, no. Yeah, for sure. And they better not let Baker go out there and throw for like 4 touchdowns. So like, yeah, the Vikings got that. Now we got the Panthers Falcons.
I got the Falcons.
I got the Falcons too.
Got the Falcons. We're just agreeing on all of them. Wow. We won't for long. A few more games.
I see it too. We won't for long. I see it.
Yeah.
Next we got the Cardinals Commanders.
I'm going to Commanders.
Yeah, I got the Commanders too.
If Kyler Murray was playing, then maybe I'd consider it. But I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
Commanders. The Cardinals are tanking. Take command.
All right.
Aha. We're about to disagree. Let's go.
Jaguars Colts. Who y'all got win this game?
The Jaguars.
The Colts.
Is this your trap game of the week?
I guess Anthony Richardson's gonna come out and win, bro.
Oh
I got the Colts winning. Everyone's hyping up the Jags. People are sleeping on the Colts. And people are sleeping on Anthony Richardson. They're saying he's too raw.
Yeah,
come out and win, bro.
Yeah,
he's gonna be better than people think.
They were sleeping on Anthony Richardson the whole draft process. I remember our mock drafts. We had him going 1 a good amount. All this. He's gonna be a project. Made no sense to me.
Wait a second. Who did I pick for offensive rookie of the year?
Wait. Oh,
picked Jamar Gibbs.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I picked. Changing it. It's Anthony Richardson.
I like it. I like Anthony Richardson is my number 3.
He's gonna win offensive rookie of the year. Yeah.
I think Anthony Richardson does have I was telling y'all this. It made no sense to me how people were like, Anthony Richardson's not pro ready. I think he comes in day 1 and has the best stats because he has a floor. He has a floor with that. He's an elite runner already, no matter what. Bryce Young, look, week 1, he's gonna show us if he's good at like what he is. But no matter what, Anthony Richardson is an elite runner day 1.
Mm-hmm. Colts are very athletic. They're gonna win.
All right, trap game of the week. You got the Jaguars, Colts, and Nick. Every week we have one trap game. Like you have to pick one trap game.
Okay.
We be doing pretty good on with them. Now we got the 49ers Steelers.
First home opener since 2014. Acrisure is gonna be rocking. Steelers getting that dub. You already know.
49ers.
Yeah, I got the 49ers too.
Hey, bro, you had the 49ers over the Bears last season, week 1 too, man.
Damn, how you remember that?
Oh, I remember. I remember watching Justin Fields sliding all over that 49ers defense. Bro.
It didn't. You know, it's so sad that you just said Justin Fields sliding all over that defense. So you remember it was a rainy game, the worst weather game last year, right? And that's the only game that the 49ers used to get their judgment on Trey Lance. That's super unfair. And shout out to the Cowboys for making that trade. That's stupid by the 49ers. Y'all trust Brock Purdy so much that Trey Lance played in the worst weather game last year and you're totally out on him after trading 3 first-round picks for him. because he couldn't play in a fucking rainstorm? Are y'all? That's crazy,
bro. If the Cowboys are not over 500 halfway through the season next year, Cowboys fans are going to be screaming for Trey Lance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, but
Nah.
all right. Titans Saints. Who y'all got winning this game?
Saints.
This is the first good game, or the first game like prediction wise.
That got me like thinking.
Yeah.
The Saints are really good at stopping the run, so I'm gonna go with the Saints. They had the best run stopping defense last year, and that's what the Titans are really known for. So, I'm go with the Saints.
I just don't. I won't believe the Titans are back till they're back. Saints.
Wait, hold on. Is this? Ooh, never mind. I got the Titans though. I got the Titans.
All right.
Raiders, Broncos.
Broncos.
I got the Broncos too.
If they lose, I'm actually gonna be so fucking disappointed.
Yeah, if y'all lose a week one, I might be out on y'all for the season. Because last year I said I'm never picking the Broncos again for a Pick Ems. Because like the first 5 weeks, y'all were making me look sick. And I said I'm never picking them again. I made a promise that I would never pick them again for the rest of that season. And I went pretty good just betting against them. All right, now we got my trap game of the week, man. Patriots taking on the Eagles. I got the New England Patriots winning this game.
I got the Eagles winning this game.
Trap. And I be doing pretty decent on my trap picks, man. Because Jalen Hurts, yes, he's an amazing quarterback, but he's not better than Lamar Jackson. Not yet. Let him prove it. Let him prove it.
You're saying Patriots are gonna win?
Yes.
No, Eagles are winning, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's why it's my trap game. Hey, y'all finna see next week, man. Y'all Patriots might be the best defense in the entirety of the league. You gave Bill Belichick a whole 5 months to game plan around Jalen Hurts, but the thing is, Jalen Hurts, he's improving every year. Like he could become a top 3 quarterback this year. I'll say that. Bro,
they have no quarterback.
The Patriots?
Yeah.
They have Mac Jones. Mac Jones is a rock solid quarterback. They didn't have an offensive coordinator. That's what the problem was. Bill Belichick going into the year last year had too much pride as a coach, and he didn't want to hire any staff. And going into the year, he realized, oh shit, I can't be a defensive coordinator, head coach, GM, and offensive coordinator. Maybe that's too much for my plate. And then he hired Matt Patricia, who was the worst offensive coordinator besides the Steelers last year. I think him and the Steelers offensive coordinator on the same level.
I feel you. Not high on Mac Jones though.
Yeah, I'm not high on him either. I'm high on the defense. That's what I'm high on. We got the
high on
Rams.
Eagles defense and offense, so they're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm high on AJ Brown, Devon. I'm high on every look. Eagles winning that division. I just think this is a trap game. Like if they lose, if you look at the Eagles schedules, they don't got that many losses, but this is going to be one of their tough games. This is going to be a very low scoring game.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but nah, Eagles.
Yeah. All right, Rams, Seahawks.
Go with the Seahawks.
I'll agree.
Especially if Cooper Kupp's not playing, I'm going with the Seahawks.
Yeah, got to go Seahawks there. Yep.
Yeah, all right. This is another tough game. All right, this is a flip of the coin. Dolphins, Chargers.
Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers. It's in LA, bro. It's home opener in LA. Go with the Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chargers too, mainly because they're gonna be my biggest thing with the Chargers is health, and they gonna have Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa week 1. So the boys gonna be biting. Darren James too. Like that. That's literally my problem with them. Those three players can't stay healthy. They gonna be biting. Keenan Allen, Quentin, yeah, and Jalen Ramsey's also out. Yeah, Chargers. Packers, Bears. Who y'all got coming out with that?
All right, this is my trap game of the week. I'm going with the Packers.
Interesting. That's a good pick though, because Jordan Love. But nah, I'm going with the Bears, bro. I feel like Justin's gonna come out and win again, week 1.
This is a tough game, but DJ Moore, I seen that he was the highest rated offensive player. Him and like Kenny Pickett in the preseason. He took like a screen pass for like. I got the Bears. Yeah, I got the Bears thing. So that's not a bad track game then. I don't even believe in the
Giants. Cowboys Giants is a great Sunday night football first.
Yeah. Yeah, hey, we gotta watch that in Discord. Cowboys Giants. I'm finna be on Mike head, boy. Hey, my Saquon, offensive player of the year. Yeah, he gonna have an offensive player of the year type game.
Bro, you know I had really good luck when I'm picking the Giants last year.
Yeah. We remember we were picking the Giants since week 1 last year. Like they was doing a great job, and
I'm gonna pick the Giants, bro. Like honestly, the thing with Trey Lance is kind of weird, and I feel like Dak's talking about how he's not gonna throw picks now, and it's like when you talk about not doing something you don't want to do, you start doing it more low key. I got the Giants. Sorry, Mike.
Yeah, just say it.
I got the Giants. I'm gonna lie, I got the Giants.
Wow.
Yeah, sweep them. I got the Giants too because look, Darren Waller's gonna come in week 1, give problems. I saw the way Darren Waller was used. Draft him in fantasy. Draft him. He's gonna be tight end too. The way that the Giants they built the offense around Darren Waller. They didn't build it around. We were willing to let Saquon walk. You know why? Because we're going to be a passing offense with Darren Waller. Our offensive coordinator, Mike Kafka, he was the Chiefs offensive coordinator, and he built a team around a pass catching tight end. Like, well, he ain't built it, but he organized the offense around that. And then we got Jalen Hyatt, who's going to play that burner role. We don't have any receivers that are as good as Darren Waller. The only thing with him is, can he stay healthy?
Yeah.
Last game of the week. This is a great divisional Monday night game. Wow. We got the Bills versus the Jets.
I got the Jets. The Jets. Von Miller is not playing. Bills don't look super great. And I feel like Aaron Rodgers is getting kind of slept on, and he's not going to like that, bro. He's going to come out and play good.
This is a hard one. I look, only thing I know about the Jets this year is that they're trading for Devontae Adams. That's the only thing I know about the Jets this year. They trading for Devontae Adams at the trade deadline. After that, I don't know shit about.
What are they going to send for
him? Picks, because the Raiders are rebuilding.
That would be a W. Jets will be tough with that.
I don't. Who you got, Nick?
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
I was gonna split it if you. Man. I don't know.
Come on, Mar, make your pick, bro. Make your pick.
The Bills are regular season warriors. I'll say that.
Notoriously, if we're gonna go into this, if you really want to think about it, when Tom Brady went to the Bucks, they lost the first game. Matthew Stafford didn't lose the first game when he was on the Rams because they were playing the fucking Bears. But Russell Wilson lost first game of the season as well. So.
What about Peyton Manning on the Broncos?
Did he win the first game? I don't fucking remember.
I'm gonna go with the Bills actually, because Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Oh my god.
Regular season Warriors. Josh Allen. No, though. Their offensive line and that Jets defensive line. Oh, I'm switching to the Jets. Yeah, I'm standing on it. The Jets. The Jets have. This is a hard pick, but I'm going to Jets. Yeah. Garrett
Jets,
Wilson.
bro, right? Jets? Yeah.
Yeah. I think Garrett Wilson got a little bit too much hype on him. When we were going over the NFC South, I forgot to mention that there was 2 rookie wide receivers in the NFC South that played same level as Garrett Wilson, in my opinion. Chris Olave, who I think might be a better receiver than Garrett Wilson, and Drake London. Like, Garrett Wilson is amazing though, but I'm just saying, like, he is not this. Look, Nick, you were talking about going with Garrett Wilson in round 2, right? In fantasy, why not just go Drake London in round 7? I think they're on the same tier. But at the same time, I understand Garrett Wilson is on. He has Aaron Rodgers. He is the main pass target option. But I'm just saying, talent-wise, he's on the same level as like Chris Olave too. Like Chris Olave, I feel like he might be a better option, man. But I could be wrong about Garrett Wilson. I easily could be wrong. But I do think they should trade for Devontae
Adams. So Peyton Manning actually did win his first game against, and it was against the Steelers.
Yes, sir. Hey, pack him up.
Hey, yo, Mar, that's crazy hate, bro. That's crazy hate, bro.
I'm messing around.
But yeah, slow start. Steelers were in control of the game, and then Peyton Manning came on late and won.
What, this 98?
His first game as a Bronco was 98, bro.
Oh, as a Bronco. Okay. I thought you meant like his first game in his career.
Yeah. Nah. And plus, Peyton has a nah. I got the Jets. For sure.
Yeah, I got the Jets too. So it was hard for me to say the Jets, but yeah. Oh yeah, this episode was kind of longer than I thought. We hit the 2-hour mark, but it's because I low-key forgot that the NFL season started with the Pick Ems until yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least we're done with the divisions and everything with that too.
Yeah. And these divisions we just did was very tough. Like, I do not feel good about my AFC North picks at all. Like, I'm not looking back at it. When we looking back at it at the end of the season, it's gonna be fun to see what we got right and wrong. Look, because I don't get anything wrong. So when I go perfect with my division picks, I'm gonna be impressed with myself, man. And my MVP pick.
You pick Steelers 4th. You're gonna be wrong, bro.
But look, I picked them 4th, but I said they're gonna finish 9-8. Like, look, don't say. Look, they 4th in the division, but they're gonna be like 9th, 8th seed type beat. You think y'all making playoffs? It's like, I don't hate that at all, because the way y'all finished the season last year, bro, I could see it. And the way Kenny Pickett started, I could see it, man. That's why I made sure to say y'all finishing 9-8. Only thing about the Steelers is, this is how I looked at it. I see a world where the Ravens finish first, the Bengals finish first, and the Browns. I don't see a world where the Steelers finish second. I don't see y'all being first in any world.
Hey man, we'll see.
All right, bro. That would be the end of this episode. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, use code UpTheScoreShow to receive a 125% sportsbook bonus on any deposit from $100 to $2,500. Make sure to use BetUS. Gamble safe, responsibly, because if you watching this, we love you and we don't want you making irresponsible mistakes. All right, so make sure to be safe and have a nice day.